Well, Mr. Ashabraner, I cannot say enough thank yous and notes of gratitude and everything else that one says in moments like this as we wind down to the last couple of days before season 2, episode 5 of the Hotness Unleasher show. And I'm all in this episode, man. I mean, there's like no, I'm not holding back. I'm giving this show everything that I can think of. Okay. And I'm super stoked that you're able to get on here because I know like you're just flat out swamped and to the point of sending me a note saying, what are we gonna talk about? I don't know. We're just gonna hang out for a minute. We got Raki in the house, right? Because she's a boss, right? So she's been on the show. You're already commenting out here. I can't do two things at once. So we're gonna let that roll. And the thing I said to you and the thing that's on top of my mind is what happened 2 or 3 months ago when Susanna Dawn showed up and brought in the hounds of business, right? Holy smokes. I mean, I felt that, when Nick showed up and she went crazy. And then all of a sudden, Raki was like, she was going to be a guest. And now you're here. I mean, we're like, we got Nick now. She's a peak nuke factor. Okay. She's at peak nuke factor level. Right. I mean, it's like you have impacted this community. And I feel like there's like this collision of awesomeness happening. So are you feeling that on your side or am I just off my own little world?
No, man, absolutely. It's like just making a spark in a pile of brush. The thing just went 20 miles, west, and I didn't see it. It's amazing. Um, just the impact, just doing nice things for people, trying to make friends, trying to make a name out there and do good. And holy cow, like beyond my wildest imagination, I am blessed and spoiled beyond measure, Trevor. Absolutely, man. It's unbelievable.
I mean, well, you got me hook, line, and sinker, right? I'm out there. I'm watching your show. I'm hanging out. I'm teasing you. I'm watching Sia and the rest of you guys giving Rocky a hard time, and you guys are
That's
awesome.
always
You guys are just legit, right? And we got Stephen Ang in the house, and I've been seeing Stephen literally everywhere. He's almost as everywhere as Paul Deitch, right? I mean, geez. Now we haven't seen Paul yet. Paul's hanging. He's around somewhere. We had Dean LeBay in the house. So we got the live party happening. Man, it's
so
just
much fun, dude.
it feels like it's like we're starting to get a little traction or something, right? Like we're starting to get some people out here on this medium. We're up over 400 people now. Having pushed the attend button, and I gotta say, I certainly hope that somebody starts entering those contests. Now, do you remember the sponsors? Have I pushed the sponsors enough? Do you remember? Can you name them?
Dude, I can't remember what I did like 10 minutes ago.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
No.
So you're just gonna,
precious.
You're going to opt out of the test. All right. Do you know one sponsor? Boom, 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 boom. One. Just name one.
Did you say Butterball? Was that one of them?
No, one of our sponsors for the show.
You're going to put me on blast, Trevor.
No. Come on. I know. It's okay. I'll give you a hint.
Cisco.
No.
No.
I got you. No, come on. All right.
Tell me.
The gift of bipolar writer, my friend, is one of our sponsors. Indeed, a Reno. Yes, sir.
Wow.
All right.
Dude,
so we got
I tell her story in the best concise way, Trevor.
Okay.
She broke her knee in the worst way. And then like totally changed her life 3 months later, dude. You talk about somebody who had every reason and excuse not to do something or to whine or take her time. She saw an opportunity. She came into the hounds. That's a hell of a story by itself. But she came into the hounds and just ran wild. And she connected with Supermom, Misty Lee, and then boom, she's in a book, and now she's helping make another one and publish. And I mean, it's insane. Life is in groups and networks, and LinkedIn is what you make of it, brother. And that's why you're doing so daggum good.
I didn't understand. I mean, like I had CJ on the show, whatever it was, a couple days ago. I almost fainted. when she was talking about like all the stuff that she does. She's insane.
Dude,
You know, like all you people, all
insane.
you house of business people are just off the charts. You're so tell me, all right, let's talk about the hounds of business, right? Tell me what that is, what your mission is, how you become one, what do you do, how are you like what is that? Is this for anybody who's listening that doesn't already know, let put it out there for me, would you?
You know, for the most part, this is where I like Raquel. She's so much more eloquent. She's rubbing off on me a little bitty bit, not
All right.
too much,
Okay.
but still a little bit. But it really is today. What it is, it's just a collection and community of entrepreneurs that are pushing people up and helping each other do more and be more. The difference, I think, in practicality, man, and again, I'm not knocking anybody. I don't pay attention to what other stuff, but a lot of things in general in life, man, they seem to be, at least in my opinion, um, when I was struggling to find a place that I belonged on LinkedIn and in the world in general, it was like the difference between a well organized wolf pack and a cackle of hyenas, right? And a lot of things were really transactional, and you had to be a certain way, and look at me, right? I don't fit in. I don't fit in. And so, honestly, it just yeah, I've been beat down like most people, right?
Yeah,
Lived,
yeah.
poor and then working class, middle class, and most of us come from that, Trevor. And we've been beat down, told we're not good enough, or we shouldn't try, or even if our family was nice to us, they didn't understand us. And so, all these things, when it comes to people, trying to pursue their dreams, live a happier life, do something, it's insurmountable obstacles right here. Are we're programmed to think we can't, and we shouldn't, or we don't have the means to. And that's what the Hounds proves false. It's people, and the Hounds are brand new. If they don't, maybe deep down inside, they wanna do something special. They haven't even
Mhm.
took a baby step. They fit in real well. And we have people who are making, millions, who are doing their thing, but they're not happy. They wanna go to the next level. They wanna
Mm.
bring more value in the world. They wanna do more and be more. So it's really just for people that, they want next level relationships and to kill it in business. Um, and that's not how it started. It really just started because I had no other way to make friends and to talk to people, because nobody wanted to know about financial coaching, dude, let's
Okay.
be honest, right?
Okay.
So it yeah.
I gotta tell you a secret. Nobody wanted to be my friend either.
Hey,
You know,
look what happened.
I'm just a guy out here making it up. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna start telling everybody like that I want to be friends, and that's what happened. You know, now all of a
Yeah,
sudden, look at us, right? This it's. I still don't know if they want to be my friend, but at least they say yes to show up on the in the events like
yeah,
you did, right? All right. So how do I
yeah.
join the Hounds of Business? How do I become one of you? How do I get into that wolf
Yeah,
pack?
and again, we're just going through a growth phase, growing pains, because it used to be just kind of, hey, side chats. I meet with somebody, like Raquel. Raquel had met CJ, Constance Leland, Dr. Constance Leland,
Hmm.
and that's how I showed up, very connected with her, and then that's how I met Nick through her and Gabe. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to put out a group, probably just a basic LinkedIn group. That way we don't have to have a backed up line of people wanting to know and kind of see.
There you go.
But we have different levels and tiers that we're implementing because of
Hmm.
the natural way the group happened. It's
Okay.
evolved, and it's evolved because what I did, Trevor. Long story short, if I ever had one, it's not a school or a college or a police state. It's really kind of like a redneck Camelot, right? So it's the culture and the environment. It really is our mission, our values, kind of who
Okay.
we are as a people. And you go in there and there's some expectations, but there's not a lot. It's up
Okay.
to you. It's people are vetted, people are good. It's a safe environment. You're not going to be judged. You're not going to be laughed at, and you will make natural, organic connections and be boosted somehow. And that, or you won't, until you're ready to. And that's where,
Yeah.
Nick, Nicole, and all these folks. I mean, we got Brian Sagray. I mean, we got
Hmm.
amazing people. And here we did it the same way you did it, Trevor. Our communities are pretty much identical. Here's why you did it. I'm gonna tell everybody your secret, man. You ready?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You had a big giant spotlight on your chest, right? And if you tape a spotlight to your chest, who can it shine on?
Not me, right?
Any
Anybody else,
anybody
right?
but you, brother. And here's
Yeah.
what we didn't realize. I'm gonna speak for you. You correct me if I'm wrong, but
Okay.
in our talks, here's what we didn't realize: that people were like giant reflector plates, and that stuff comes back to us. It
Mm.
shines on us 1,000 times over, man. And that's the difference. That's what separates, and that's why we're collaborating. That's why when my group and community network meet yours, and we see people pushing up others, And there's no gotcha there. We
Mhm.
just really love doing that because we know it will be profitable. Because how else can you get people to know, like, and trust you? What's a better way to do that than to help other people get what they want, brother? I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
you
not
just
right.
you get out there and you start doing it, right?
Yeah,
You start just doing
exactly.
it. Now I gotta say, I mean, when Nicole, I mean, Susanna, I love Susanna. She is responsible for it, right? She brought it all, like she was like the intro force right there. But when Nick showed up, man, I just remember that explosion. And I hadn't, I mean, for all the shows that I've done, and now this is number 20. The only time that we got that close to that kind of an explosion was when Sam Sierra showed up, right? And that was back in like October or something. I mean, it was insane when and there is something palpable. Now, when I know yesterday I went on record that Dr. Lulu was probably my favorite, like most aligned to the mission of the Hotness Unleasher that I could, like, she took it to a level that I had never even dreamed possible. And so I got to clip her out at some point. And then, when Georgia Watson came on and she was talking about like because she lived in Nigeria and she was able to speak, Nigerian pidgin, it blew my mind. I mean, so this stuff is like
Right.
really happening with real people in our worlds that are like literally just insane in terms of the excitement and how much, like you said, reflection they just kind of bring back on us. Like yeah, I don't know if I can't even stand up under it. I mean, look at there for a minute. Brian Sagre was like he filled up the entire comments. Right, that guy, like
Yeah.
he must have like his fingers must type so fast.
I think
Like,
he's an octopus.
is
Yeah, he's
he?
got like 8 computers. He's got about 8 times, man. And
Yeah.
he's doing business, he's killing, he's got a family, and yet, and again, that's the difference between reasons and excuses because that guy and Sia and all those people, they have excuses and they're doing it because they want
Yeah.
it bad enough, brother.
Yeah.
That's all it means.
They want it. They want it. They want it. They
Yeah.
want it. And so, yeah, I want it. So one of the things so I don't think, okay, I don't want to disrespect our communities. I want to say, like, look, I think it is fantastic that we're up to somewhere around 425 people who've pushed the attendee button. It has blown my mind. We're almost double what we have done before, right? Like, which is unbelievable.
Awesome.
And I am so excited. I am not like disappointed in that at all. I put 1,000 out there just because I thought that was the randomest, biggest number I could even think of. And here we
Right.
are almost halfway there. Like, holy crap. It's almost like you could almost even taste it. So with that, there is actually a threshold that we could collectively have almost hit, right? So Travis Lochner, you know that guy, right?
Right.
He's the guy dancing, the dancing guy, right? The club network. Love that guy. He's awesome.
Right.
That show that he made, and it's done now, but he's between seasons. Inspired, like genius, and people love it. But he got 1,646 comments on, I think it was his season opener this year. Okay. I don't know. I think we might have a chance. I think we might have a chance to at least, at least they say, hey, look, you guys, we'll show up. If we can get 50, 60 people, simultaneous, I think there's a chance that we could hit that number. So
I
that
think so, man.
that is what I'm hoping for, what I'm thinking about, because I think there's power in this collective, right? Just power in this collective,
Oh, yeah.
power of, like you said, shine a light on everybody else. So now I'm pretty sure that you have sent me your Hotness Unleashers, right? Don't say anything.
Yeah.
All right, but I did put them in the top secret spreadsheet. Now you have that. It's in the chat, right? You got that? So I need you to put the names and the profiles in the top secret spreadsheet, please. Yeah. So we're gonna
See, I didn't follow the rules, man. I
yes,
put them in the chat.
I know you did. It's okay. It's okay. It really helps me, and it's going to help Nadine,
Yeah.
and it's just going to make things a lot smoother. We're going to get that. It's all good.
Kudos to you, Trevor, because I mean, you make this look easy, dude. It is probably it's got to be a million times harder than what I do, and I don't even do it all. I got Sia Yesatoret doing most of it, and Raquel Flores, right? So, like, I know you have a team, I'm sure, but wow, man, with the website, by the way, I don't know, that was sharp. I really like that website, man. That's killer with
You
all
know,
the previous, dude. That's awesome.
we could do that. I could build or you could, all right, and I could hook it up if you want. It's very straightforward to hook it up in a Google spreadsheet, and we can make one for you
Yeah,
if you want for Hounds of Business. Because if you need it, if you have like sometimes there's a need just to know who everybody is, right?
yeah,
And so if you want that, that is not a big deal. I can make it happen. And we could compare notes and
yeah.
hook it all up and make it make it work, and just point it to a domain, and we're in business. Yeah. So what else we got? All right. So what do you got cooking the rest of the week? It's Thursday, 6 o'clock your time. We're winding down. I don't know what's in that red cup, but you're certainly enthusiastic about drinking it. So
Yeah. Oh, it's the most it's hardcore, man. This is
okay.
Yogi Kavati because
Okay.
I have to get on the Soaring Profits live stream at 9 p.m. my time, man.
Okay. All
So
right. So you got to
no
be
rest for the wicked.
you got to be right here. All right. So now, did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know that the official mug of the Hotness and Leisure show is the Bucky's travel mug, which I don't have with me, unfortunately, but it's the Bucky's travel mug because you know that's how we go. Now, do you have Bucky's down wherever you are in the world? You don't know what I'm talking
No,
about?
man.
No
Nope.
Bucky's. Where are you? Aren't you
Nope.
in like where?
I'm running my live stream from a deer stand and Etch a Sketch, man. You didn't know that?
I know I
That's
can
how I do it.
see, but I can't remember where you're somewhere in not where I
Kentucky.
am. You're in
South of Louisville,
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
All right,
Yeah,
Louisville.
down
All right, all right, all right. So Louisville. Oh man, I've never been there. You got the licks. You got everything's licking stuff, right? That's what Kentucky. Isn't that what Kentucky's all about? And
Well,
bourbon.
finger licking good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
finger
the
licking
Colonel.
good.
Yeah.
Now, did you know that here's a piece of trivia that I bet. Do you know Robert Younger?
That's
No.
funny. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Okay.
no, he comments on my stuff all the time, man.
Yeah.
He's a heck of a guy. Yeah.
Did you know that he is a Kentucky colonel?
Really?
Yes.
No, I didn't
Yes.
know that. Come
He
on,
is.
Robert. Why how can you not tell me, man?
He
Oh, I
well,
should've
yeah. He told me that one time, and I'm like, dude, are you what? What? I didn't even know what that was. And apparently, Colonel Sanders is a Kentucky colonel, and I didn't
right.
put this all together until Robert was, kind of explain that he's one
Dude,
of these guys. I'm like, okay, this is like
dude.
a real thing. It's like a cool thing, and I didn't
It
know.
it's more than cool. It's more than
Okay,
cool. When I ran the nonprofit a few years ago, we did, food and rental and financial assistance. I loved it. Um, so the Kentucky Colonels gave us a ton of money for a grant, man. So we get a truck. We were picking up our own food at the food
okay,
banks and things. So yeah, that organization, man, it really is a powerhouse, of doing good in Kentucky.
all
So
right.
yeah, man,
Well,
Robert, hats off to you. Thank you, man.
oh, there you go. So now there's something. See, we can help each other out. We can learn about like
Yeah.
what everybody's doing. So like yesterday, I got Damien on, and I don't know about Boys Town. Okay, Boys Town
Right.
is his deal. He's working there. He's been there a long time. He's in charge of DEI and all this. And I got to know him through Melissa Houston, and he's a player in the Boys Town organization. So now I'm kind of okay. I'm getting this. I'm trying to just trying to become a better guy, right? Just not just in
Right.
my own little myopia, like this is what I can see, right? I can see,
Right.
whatever's right here, which is basically nothing. I want to
Right.
open it up, right? I want to get out here and start talking to people. I mean, I know like Dean LeBay has been, telling his story and about how he has come into this network and what an impact it has had on him. And that story is powerful, right?
Man, mind
Yeah.
blowing.
Yeah.
And that's Trevor. That's what this is all about, man.
Uh,
People love what we have started, but they made it special. That like Dean, right? Dean saw this, and that's the measuring stick to me. If folks like Dean and Nicole and all the folks here, if they look at us and go, "Hey, I want to be a part of that," then we're on the right track, man. We're doing the greatest things, and that's why it was fun for me and you to collaborate because it didn't take long, right? You
Mm-mm.
you got to use your brain. We watched each other for a little while and see
Yeah,
what
yeah,
was happening. But
yeah, yeah,
once you have 50 people in each camp going, go over here,
yeah,
it's pretty obvious.
yeah.
We should go
Make
over here, right?
yeah,
And
make it
and I
happen.
was
Yeah.
in Dallas. I was in Dallas in April when I really paid the most attention to your show, and there was Jody was featured, and I
Yeah.
was like, dang, this is a really fantastic thing, man. Like this was something awesome. I wish I thought about it first, man. So but yeah, I mean, it's it's not rocket science. It's just pushing people up. I mean,
Yeah.
we do lots of business, no joke about it, but we don't sacrifice the friendship and the relationship. We've had a lot
Yeah.
of issues, like people do, and in
Mhm.
business, people don't. They don't like to talk about their weaknesses, right? So their family issue or something that happened, people might lose faith in your ability to do business. That
Mm.
is not happening here. That matter of fact, I'll tell you what happened on a large scale is we're bonded closer. I'm telling you, I will do more business and more work because of the bond we have. And
Mhm.
we don't have to commingle friendship and business. We keep it,
Yeah.
kosher. We don't take advantage.
Yeah.
But it's all it was is to find an opportunity to push up other people, and that's exactly what you're about, man. And you have a job, you have things to do, but that's who you are.
It's
And birds
indeed.
of a feather should flock together, man.
That's it. I'm glad we're flocking together. Speaking of flocking together, Amara Murphy has showed up, and I haven't had a chance to call her out. So now, Amara Murphy is one of my favorite connections out here. I cannot wait to meet her in real life someday. She's young. She's got last time I checked, 370 followers. Okay. And I mean, so, but when she approached me, I don't know, I can't remember when it was. Maybe at some point she had 9. Okay. 9.
Nice.
And I got to tell
Brand
you,
new.
brand new. And she was so rad. And I'm so happy just to call her out every single time I get, because she's just awesome, right? Like a totally legit, authentic human being who fits into these communities. She's transparent. She's a little quirky. She's got some ideas about Halloween that are funny. I brought that up in the past, and she's just real. So would just go out and I would love to see that number on her profile explode, like by 1,000% or something. I mean, push her up into the
Right.
thousands, because it's totally doable. Quit missing Amara, and she's everywhere too. She is like literally everywhere now. And
Yeah.
and she's a real contributor out here. Now look who just showed up. We got Paul.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been here for a minute, but I'm just seeing him finally. Jeez, Paul, come on.
Paul, he's like Beetlejuice. All you gotta do is say his name 3 times at whatever hour, whatever day, and that man is hey, I'm joking, but dude, the guy is dedicated like no other. Hey, and
Yeah.
Amara, I know I messed your name up. Amara, send me a message. Here's the thing, real quick. You talk about the Hounds and Mike's group and Trevor. The Hounds is not a prison. It's not a compound, dude. It's a
Yeah.
revolving door. It's not like you're stuck here and I'm the leader and you got to drink
Yeah.
Kool-Aid or something. This is supposed to be like a buffet, right? If you're hungry, come in, have all, have none, have some. I don't care. I just want to be a point and a launching pad. So
Yeah.
if people watching this want to go boost or get to know somebody, man, that's what I'm about. It look simple. When people get to know, like, and trust me, and then they see I have the best solutions, whether it be networking, LinkedIn, or finance, what else is left? So the
Yeah.
only thing I care about is people know who I am, what I
Yeah.
do, and they make a decision whenever it's good for them, man. And that's how I operate. Seriously, I don't care what people say yes and no. I care about that they know what they're saying yes and no to. Does that make sense? Like if you have a big shaggy head of hair and you have an interview last minute and you go, "Oh wow, there's a hair salon here. Thank goodness." That's
Mhm.
my attitude. If you're bald and I'm trying to force a haircut, then it's an aggravation, right?
Right. Yeah.
Simple.
Man,
That's
uh,
yeah.
I was talking about this yesterday, right? I was waxing poetic. I was flexing my storytelling muscles, as it were, right? I said, told a story about how I made all the money when I was a fifth grader. And it's the same thing, right? Why would you try to give a haircut to somebody who didn't have any hair, right? Why would you try to sell why would you try to sell, ice or snow in the winter, or air conditioning in the winter? You sell a heater, right?
Oh,
Okay, that's it. Like, you sell what the market wants. You sell it what it wants. And I
that's
think right now in 2023, what we're talking about is, look, we survived a pandemic. A whole bunch of us are solopreneuring it or collabopreneuring it or W2ing it from home or doing whatever we're doing. We need more connection. We need to be able to hang out with
Indeed.
people. We need to feel like somebody cares for 5 seconds
Right.
about something we said, and there's all this. I hear, pundits and gurus and whatnot who are kind of like, the dopamine, quit, yeah, right. You don't need, and I'm like, bullshit. You need the dopamine,
Yep.
right? You got to have
Oh,
some. You got to have a
you're
little
you're
bit.
preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir. Hey, this is my best advice for free. All right. You hit the nail on the head, Trevor. So it's not about a dopamine. Listen, we forget networking is networking. And I don't use the words in real life because I use on and offline. Because when I went down to see Sia and Jody and Raquel, we didn't miss a beat. Like we
Yeah,
had met each other before. That's how fluid it was for our year plus, relationship. So when I tell people it's your mindset, think about this. You and everybody else out there, you get up in the morning and you type a post and you put your best foot forward, and then you go to bed and you're like, wonder how many people, wonder if my post went viral or how many likes did I get, and then you get 0 or 2, right? So what I'm saying, like, you feel defeated, and your opportunity on this end of the screen is to realize there's a real human being, right, with
yeah,
emotions and goals and desires, just like you, and then give them what they want. What do they want? To be saw, to be seen, to be like,
yeah,
"Hey, man, I like this." Because I know don't blow smoke, but hey, I really like this article. Point number 2, that's kindergarten skills. Why would we
yeah,
get rid of that? And even in the world of AI, it's like, okay, just use it as a tool, but why do we have to throw the dadgum kindergarten skills out, man? That's how
yeah.
we in
That's it.
that's the
That's it.
sauce.
That's it.
Yeah,
Just be cool. All right. And so here we are.
be
We're
cool.
almost done. We got to get going. I want to say hi to John Lacey, who showed up, and Raki, who's been here. I want to say, like, look, the Hotness Unleashing is about one thing. It's about paying attention to other people, their work in an intentional way. Let's just do that. Right. Let's
Yeah,
give everybody what they need and what they want. Give them a little attention. The sweetest sound that anyone can hear is the sound of their own name. Right. I mean, that is real. That is
yeah.
not made up. That's real. And we live in these little isolated bubbles, and we still need that. And we have it. That is a gift that we can give. It costs us nothing. So we're going to do that in spades in a day and a half.
I'm
So,
excited,
man,
dude.
I am too.
Elated. And here's the problem. You said 4. I got like 400.
I know you do. I know you do.
So,
I know you do. And Damian
oh,
Kinsey is going to run his own private after party to make sure that all the
oh,
people that
sweet.
he didn't get to name get named, right? He wants to make sure that the love is getting spread.
That's
Okay.
brilliant, man. Hey, ask him if he wants me to bring the hounds because I don't want to. I'd rather him host it. You see,
I
see,
told
we'll just party.
I told him that I basically go into a coma after the show because it's
Yeah,
it's that
it's
it's
intense.
intense, as you know, you run
Yeah, it
these things.
is.
It's a lot to take on. So I want to make sure that we didn't miss anybody here in the comments before we shut this off. So I picked up John Lacey. Oh, your buddy, the attorney. What's his name? Mark Reed. Welcome. Thank you, sir, for showing up here. I'm glad that you survived. Here, I'm gonna. I can't. I don't know
Mark
where that
Reed's
is.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, Mark Reed. I see you guys really give him a hard time. That's lovely. Dean LeBay, of course. Raki, of course. Melissa was tagged. I saw Stephen Ing. Okay, Brian Segre, of course. Man, he just took
LinkedIn
over.
user.
We got Arnob Chowdhury here was here early. Okay, I think we got it covered. All right, it's party
Oh,
time.
AK
Yeah,
Kathy Moss. Kathy
okay.
Moss.
All right, can't miss Kathy. All right. So with that, I want to say thanks, sir, for coming out, hanging out with me tonight. I am going to run my little count up timer so we don't cut ourselves off prematurely, because that's one of my favorite little pet peeves on this good old LinkedIn
Self
thingamabobber.
destruct.
Yeah. With that, buddy, thank you, sir, and I will. So don't run away quite yet, but otherwise, everybody else, I'm not going live tonight or tomorrow. See you back Saturday morning. All right. With that,
Saturday.
good night.
We appreciate you, man.